deep in the shadows. I know it's hard.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday. Sorry, I'm tired. I had quite the night. I got my historical romance mystery package thingy, whatever you want to say, that I ordered on eBay. Excuse me. So I wanted to, share it with you. Oh, brother, this thing's heavy. But they put it in a bag instead of a box, so I'm not even sure if I can get it to open. I'm so tired. But hi, if you're new to my channel, I am Lori. And I hope you like it here. And you stick around. And you subscribe if you haven't already. Package slip. My cute puppy's on my lap. You can probably see her ear sticking out. Sticking up, whatever you want to say. I'm so tired. She's like, what is that, Mommy? What's in your bag, Mommy? What is that you're trying to open? You can't open because you're too tired. Yeah, I had quite the night with this puppy, didn't you? You brought in some type of animal, dead, didn't you? You brought in a dang dead animal, and I didn't know. I laid her on my bed, and yeah. So I had to wind up sleeping out here last night. So what fun that turned out to be. I can't even get this open, you guys. We might be here 5 hours just me trying to open this darn thing. Why do they do it this way instead of putting it in a box? Oh, brother. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like these books. It looks like there are a lot of like little ones. But the way I look at it is that I take a lot of books if I don't like them to half-price books, and you know, get money from them. This one's a real tiny one. It's called Mrs. Clarendon's Condition by Lorraine Coick. I don't have any idea. It's a little small one. Oh, let's see. Better boredom in the country than marriage in the town. That was Clarissa's answer to her father's ultimatum, and she packed herself off to her family estate without further ado. She was resigned to bitter isolation and a resolute battle of wills. But before a week was out, she had discovered a true friend in the lovely Emily Manville, and a true challenge in the sudden appearance of Lord Lawton, something like that, and Sir Sidney Montcrief, something like that. As the two young ladies schemed at love, all London was awash with rumors. The topic: a beauty's sudden disappearance, scandalous doings in the Cotswold, something like that, and the shocking condition of Mrs. Clarissa's Clarendon. Mrs. Clarissa Clarendon. I don't know. But this is definitely old. It's a Candlelight Regent special. I don't know if I would keep this. Maybe for like a, like, I don't know how many pages are in here. You know, like how sometimes they'll have like readathons and then they'll say like under 200 and like 50, even though this ain't under 250 or under, it's like 255, but whatever. And we got this one. Spring Moon. I had not heard of these people. By Bet Bao Lord. A Chinese Gone with the Wind. Okay. War and Love and Money and Revolution and Dynasty, a remarkable book. It says, favored daughter of noble house Spring Moon was a pampered jewel whose scenery, some of that gracious world was shattered behind the walls of her family's privilege and power. But suddenly that world was collapsing around her, and the girl who had known only luxury and pleasure was forced from her home into the tempest of war and hill raven across her land. Something like that. Devastated by the ruin of the family she cherished above her own happiness, broken-hearted by the loss of her beloved husband, her daughter, and the man whose son she never called her own, Spring Moon endured, and after a lifetime of desperate struggle and sacrifice, with nothing left to her but her honor and memory of a life now destroyed, the destiny foretold at her birth was fulfilled. The intertwined fates of 5 generations, murder, passion, betrayal, incest, and intrigue, and the conflict of generations. So it sounds like it's going to be a taboo book. I might give it a try, but incest is like Beatrice Small, if you guys know who that is. Hey, I see something that I know over here. Hey, I know some of these, yay. Now we're getting to things I see that I know. Ugh. Once I can get to them. Because they're over this way. Still don't know these ones. It's the Corsican, something like that. Woman by Mage Swandell, something like that. This one says, ooh, there's a map. You guys know I get excited about maps. Okay. It says, I did not murder Xavier Roca. I executed him. Okay, I thought these were historical romances, but is this historical? No, I don't think so. Okay, but whatever. It says, with these compelling words begin the story of a people bound to an ancient and selective code of honor, and an extraordinary heroine driven to defy it. She is Sibiella, something like that, Roca. Brought to an isolated village, at 16, and forced into marriage with Xavier Roca's son, now one sultry August afternoon. 20 years later, she walks into the village square and shoots her influential father-in-law to death. By the laws of Corsican, something like that, vendetta, Sibyl must pay with her life. But the something woman is so beautiful and mysterious that a visiting American had made her his obsession. Soon Jock Walters will begin his own desperate fight to save her, following a trial of compulsive and desire back to World War II, to a love both tender and tragic, and to an act of betrayal more shocking and more terrible than anything this man can imagine. Kind of sounds interesting. I like books with war and stuff in it, so these two I'm really intrigued about. This one, but I see some books after this one, if I can get to it, like I said, that I've heard of the authors. And there's some more of these little ones, but I don't mind the little ones if they're interesting. But we got The Water Nymph by Michelle Jaffa. Here. I don't know how good you guys can see this. There we go. I'm tired, you guys. I'm sorry if... Oop. Hey, look. It's like a little sticker. It says VIP on it. I'd definitely keep that. Okay, let's see. When Sophia Champion crosses paths with the imperialist, something like that, dashing Crispin something, the notorious Earl of Scandal, her circumstances are awkward and precarious. Disguised as a man and seeking clues in the suspicious death of a loved one, smart, beautiful Sophia arrives at the scene of murder, only to fall into a tangled web designed to implicate her. Now her salvation lies with Crispin, something like that, and his mysterious agenda of his own. Locked in battle of mutual distrust and magnetic attraction, Sophia and Crispin strike a boldly seductive bargain that binds them together in the search for answers among London's darkest secrets, where love is a secret killer waiting to strike again. You guys know me, I do like romances with a lot of like intrigue and stuff, so, and I did tell them that, so they are like feeling pretty good, you guys. Like some of the stuff I wanted, I told them I liked, so that's cool. We got something that I know. What's this one? The Lady Chosen by Stephanie Lawrence. I know who Stephanie Lawrence is. Yay! Someone I know. And look, it's a step back. Yay! Of course, I can't read all this because the tag is right there, so I can't see what it all says to read to you guys. Let me see if I can get it off a little bit. No. Okay. Well, I'll read to you the beginning of what it says. There is more than a touch of wild adventure in each of them, and they are loyal to the bone. To the bone, yeah. 7 of London's most eligible bachelors band together to form the Bassington Club, something like that, an elite society of gentlemen dedicated to determining their own futures when it comes to the most important step of all, marriage. Tristan Wemyss, something like that, Earl of Trenton, never expected he'd need to wed within a year or forfeit his inheritance. But he is not one to bow to match-make mamas of the ton. Now he will marry a lady of his own choosing, and the lady he chooses is the enchanting neighbor living with her family next door. Mrs. Leorna, something like that, Carling, has beauty, spirit, and passion. Unfortunately, matrimony is the last thing on her man. I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like there's going to be mystery and intrigue, and she don't want to be married, but I guess somebody's after her or something. I can't read what it says. It says something about, and when a mysterious man attempts to something her family from their home, Tristan realizes he's been something excused to offer his service, a protector, seducer, something, and husband. I don't know. See, because the tag is in the way and I can't get it off, but I like Stephen. I know who Stephen Lawrence is, so this is probably my favorite so far. And it, like I said, it has a step back. Then we got Elisa Carlisle, which I've heard of. The 3 Little Secrets, even though I've never heard of this book. And it's another step back, so cool. We like. We love our step backs here. Let's see. This is like the 3rd book in a series. It sounds like it's an actual series, so I'm not going to read what it says because it's going to spoil me. But yeah, it says, this is national best-selling author Liza Caudell, something like that, concludes her scandalous new trilogy with a sensuous novel of 2 star-crossed souls who share a secret or 2 or 3. So I don't know if it's part of the, like, if you have, it's a continuation, or if it's just 3 different characters, 3 separate stories. I don't know. But just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to read what it says. But I like that. Go with the ones that we know here first. We got Christina Dodd, the Barefoot Princess. I think I've read this before, but I don't remember anything about it, but it sounds familiar. But look at another step back. Yes, at least some of the good ones are giving me step backs. It says, once upon a time in a kingdom high in the Prince, something like that, 3 young princesses were forced to flee the chaos in their land, vanishing without a trace and lost to their people until the day a courageous prince can bring each princess home. Cool. Life in exile has taught the passionate Princess Amy to hate injustice, and on the English Isle of Somerville, she finds injustice personalized in the powerful and wickedly handsome Jeremy Inmeston, Marquis of Northcliffe. Since he has stolen the isolated livelihood, or the islanders' livelihood, Amy decides to steal him. She kidnaps the ignorant, nobleman, claims him with his own mantles, how do you say that word, and hold him for ransom. It's a simple plan destined to succeed. Surely Jeremy, how do you say the name, Jeremy's maybe? Uncle will pay his ransom. Ellis, his uncle, would be delighted if someone killed his nephew and left him to inherit the title and fortune. And Holden the furious Guildville sensualist German, something like that, chained in her basement, proves a challenge to Amy's resistance and her virtue. How could such a little revenge and blackmail go so passionately wrong? Yes, like these three alone are worth $20. Then we got, it's a Harlequin historical. It's called Castaway by Lauren Ames. It says, the sea is all, see, they did do a lot of what I asked. I did say I like stuff with in the sea and things like that, and I like war, and I like, you know. So they are doing a lot of what I wanted, so that's cool. They did listen to me. The sea is all its mystery has been home to Nathan something, until he found himself charting the turbulent water of home life and facing Margaret Winston, a woman of rare beauty and unfathomable depth. Margaret was determined that no man would be her master, yet Nathan promises her freedom and boundless joy if she would only submit to the growing passion that flared between them. Could be interesting. That's a maybe pile. Most likely I'm going to get rid of a lot of these ones here, though. Let's pick this one. We got Tide Water by Antonia Stockberg. I've heard of this author, but I never read anything. Let's see. She is everything she ever wanted. Newly married and settled in coastal Farmington, something like that, Massachusetts. Saren Boniface, something like that, finally has a steadfast, respectable husband at her side and an elegant roof over her head. Now she intends to concentrate on the most pressing matter at hand, taming her new rebellious teen. Okay. Except the one thing she can never have. Though Siren, something like that, is well aware her daughter isn't thrilled to have a new stepfather, it never occurs to her that Abigail might go looking for the birth father she never knew, or that he could even be found. But Ben something like that, is so mirrored in the myth Serum created that even she isn't sure who he really was. But she's about to find out. Freedom from her past. As Serum once idyllic days begin to spin out of control, someone is playing games with her mind, and she no longer trusts anyone around her. Not her resentful daughter, not her brooding husband, not Ben. Maybe not even herself. Sounds kind of interesting. I'm definitely intrigued with that one. So that'll go over here with the ones that I'm probably going to keep. Then we got, we got Ashton's Bride by Judith O'Brien. Cool. I like that old cover. It says, Margaret Garrett, too tall, too smart, and too much a northerner, felt as if she is being watched from the moment she arrived at Tennessee Magnolia University. The feeling became a shivering chill when she moved into Rebel Retreat, the historical cottage built by a Confederate General Ashton Johnson. But the shock of seeing the general's portrait and recognizing him as a man of her most passionate fantasies left her with an eerie certainty that somehow his ghost was actually there. Ooh. Soon Margaret was reading old letters and devouring every fact on the dashing Ashton. His engagement to a fickle beauty who may have been a spy, his death at the hands of a Union sharpshooter, but nothing prepares Margaret for the fever, the dizziness, and the shock of waking up in a vanished era. and Ash's arms. Ooh, I did say I like time travel and stuff. They really like picking some of the themes I really wanted. Suddenly alive in the south of scorched earth and tears, she knew this was where she had always belonged, where she had been sent to alter the course of war itself, to embrace a destiny time could not stop, and a love death could not deny. Ooh, that one really I'm intrigued with. It says pocketbooks time travel romance. Yes. So far, these four are the ones that I'm like really intrigued with. We got a couple more that I've heard of. I mean, of authors that I heard of, and then some that I haven't. So let's do the ones that I never heard of. We got Touched by Love by Tracy Garrett. I don't like that cover. A Texas Promise. Texas, 1847. Jarrett Walker is a loner, a gun for hire with a heart of ice. He never had anyone to call his own, and he likes it that way. But when a promise made to a friend leads him on a ride through the desert and to remote Two Roses Ranch, where he meets Isabel Bennett, the woman he's supposed to protect, all he can think of is making her his. She's the kind of woman a tough riding cowboy like him can never have, but her hot gaze tempts him like no other woman has before. A scorching desire. Excuse me. The moment Isabel Bennett lays eyes on Janet Walker, she remembers the dreams she's denied for so long. She's sworn never to marry. It's the only way to protect her ranch, but when Walker rides into her life, she decides to let herself taste what she's given up. A passion that burns through her with each kiss, and a desire that won't be denied. This one don't really appeal to me. It's gonna go in probably not keep. So far, there's three that I'm definitely not sure about. So it's probably gonna go bye-bye. Two more that of authors I haven't heard of. Lord Wicked Wolf by Margaret Somerville. It says, he was a handsome rogue who had already cost her a job, and heaven knows what else. But Cassandra Corverton, something like that, couldn't afford to think of the scandalous Lord Wolverhampton, something like that. She was alone and penniless. Now even the daring plan of a determined friend made sense. She would become a fine lady living on borrowed funds until she caught a rich man and repaid her debt with interest to spare. Suddenly the ex-governess of Strathmore, was a Reagan sensation, dazzling ton with her beauty and grace, until Wolverine reappeared to play on her heartstrings, threatened to shatter her hopes and unmask her outrageous scheme. Yeah, I'm not interested in that one. So far, there's four that I'm probably going to get rid of. Okay, this one is called Rivals of Fortune by Jane Ashford. I think I've heard of Jane Ashford. Just don't. I just never read anything by this author. She searched the ruins for an old man's treasure and discovered a young man to love. Joanne swore her heart had been broken when Peter Finley married someone else. Then two gentlemen came to call. Sir Rolling Dinba, something like that, handsome, tailored in the height of London fashion, flirted with her outrageously. Mr. Jonathan Ireland, something like that, Ireland, I don't know, who had just returned from the colonies to claim the estate adjoining hers, asked her to ride with him. Little did Joanna imagine that she would choose between them in the dark rooms of a nearby abbey and discover the timeless truth of love when both men showed their colors as rivals of fortune. Well, you can tell this is really old. Those are probably all going to go to half-price books. Okay, then we got by Lori Wilde. Trying to, I can't take that off. The True Love Quilting Club. True Love Quilting Club. I don't know. But that's the cover. Okay, it says, the pattern of a quilt will always lead you back home. Trixie Lynn Parks, changing her name to Emma, shook the dust of Twilight, Texas off her shoes and vowed to make it big in the city. But after 12 years of shattered dreams, she heads back to the ladies of True Love Quilt Club and to her first love, Sam Cheek. Some things and some people sure have changed. Sam had grown from a carefree boy to a single dad, and even though the chemistry between them sizzles hotter than ever, Trixie Lynn quickly discovers she must choose between the fame and fortune that have finally came her way, or the one true love who had the power to mend her patchwork heart. I'm not sure about this one. This will go on in the maybe pile. And one more, you guys. I know this is long. I'm gonna throw this over here. I need to clean my room anyways in here. The last one is by Sabrina Jeffries, and it's How the Scoundrel Seduced. It's cool. This one says, they are the Duke's men, an investigation agency born out of family pride and irresistible passion. I did say I like that kind. You guys know I told you I like where they're investigators and things like that in books, in historical. Yes, and I told them that, so they did pretty good, you guys. Like, they gave me at least one time travel one. They gave me some war ones, some rival, whatever you want to say, second chances. So they gave me a lot of different things that I asked for. It says, why is Lady Zoe Kean's father pressing her to marry a cousin she never met? As Lord and Lady Oliver's only child, spirited Zoe will one day inherit the title of Countess and their Yorkshire estate, the land she adores. But she wants to marry for love. Then an unsolved family mystery shatters her world. Is it possible Zoe's birth mother was actually a Romany? How do you say that? Woman named Darren, something like that. Desperate to know her true lineage, something like that, Zoe hires the Duke's men to search for the woman who will determine her destiny. Tristan, ooh, I love that name. Bondred, something like that. It's Bonnaud. Let me see, is the man for the job, and not because the roguish investigator cares about spoiled aristocrat, how do you say that, and her inheritance problem. To protect himself from his villainous half-brother, Tristan needs to track down a Romany, how do you say that, friend, with information about a decade-old scandal. In this young beauty, far-fetched case, it's just the ticket. But if untangling the past isn't risky enough, the sizzling attraction drawing the scoundrel to the lady is the most dangerous, seductive surprise of all. Cool. They have the family tree in this one. So that's cool. So I don't think that was bad. 5 books here that I definitely want to read. And like I said, 15 books. It was only with tax $20.05. Like this probably would be probably close to $20 if you bought them now. If you would still buy them now, they would have to be close to between $15 and $20. Just these, and these are the ones that intrigue me the most. So I got 15. There's 5 that I'm really, really, really excited about. 5 that I'm not, that are kind of, in between with, and 5 that I'm not really intrigued with at all. I don't think that's bad. Not bad at all. I think that was a good amount. So I'm definitely going to get rid of these. So these are gonna go bye-bye. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't have nowhere to put it. I'll just put them right here for right now. These 5 you guys will be seeing me do a try a chapter with, and I'll decide with the try a chapter which ones I'm going to give a chance and which ones are gonna go bye-bye when I go to half price books next month. So expect another try a chapter with those 5. And these 5 I am keeping for romance. I mean for readathons. Romance readathons, whatever you want to say. Not bad. Okay. That is it. Let me know if any of these sound intriguing to you. Which ones would you have kept and which ones would you have gotten rid of and which one would be on your maybe pile. Like, I am really happy with the 5 that I have here. Like I said, this one says it was $3. This one said it was $1 on clearance. But look at it, normally, I'm not sure. I'm trying to see how much these normally would be. I don't think they tell you on here. This one, $1. I'm not sure about this one, it doesn't tell you. But this one is $6, according to this. And it would be normally $8, according to the back. This one is normally, this one's $6.99. I don't know if that's how much it would be now, but. So, if you go by just these 2, yeah, if you go just by these 2, 7 and 6, that's almost what I spent. Between these, without the tax or shipping, it's about what I spent. Like I said, $20, I mean, it was like 15 something, but there was a sale going on, so altogether with the tax it was $20.05. So I got so much off. So yeah, I don't think that's bad. Like I said, a lot of these are at least $2 to $3. This one says $6. Yeah, that one says $6. Some of these don't tell you. This one's only 99 cents, but that one I'm probably is the one that, this one, and there was one other one that I think will probably stay in my, it will probably pass the try a chapter tag that that I'm going to be doing. So those would be the 5. I'll tell you the titles again. Spring Moon is going to be in the try a chapter. The Coruscant Woman is going to be in it. Try a chapter. The Water Nymph is going to be in try a chapter. Tide Water is going to be in the try a chapter. And the True Love Quilting Club is going to be in the try a chapter. But yeah. So like I said, stay tuned for that. I'm sorry this was so long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll probably, like, in a few months, if I have money again, I'll probably do another one. But I'm going to do one of the ones that are a little bit more money. But I just didn't have a whole lot of money this time, so that's why I went with these. But I'm happy with the 5 that I know for sure I want to keep. Okay. And I might do a reading vlog set around these 5. So, yeah. Alright, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go because I know this was a long video. Excuse me. And I will talk to you guys later. Excuse me. Hopefully I'll get some reading done because I'm failing my 72-hour readathon because of how tired I am. But I will talk to you guys all later. I'm waiting for Robin's, I don't know what you call her, but the lady that calls about Robin once in a while. I'm waiting for her to call at 3, and then I'm going to take probably an hour nap. and try to read some later this evening. We shall see. But I'm exhausted. I'm going to let you guys go. I don't know when this video is going to get up, because I'm too tired to like edit it or anything today. So maybe I'll edit it and get it all titled and all that stuff and put it up by Friday or Saturday. Sorry you guys for yawning so much, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, please think about subscribing. I would love to have you here. Remember to keep trucking with that reading you're reading. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. You guys can tell. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. And like I said, this will probably go up tomorrow or Saturday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. I'm out of here. Happy day. Happy trail. Happy whatever you want to say with the happy. All right, bye.